Welcome everybody to WTN Wrestling Talk Now. We are your hosts. I'm Big Red with Kid Crazy and JLB. Welcome guys. How's everyone doing?
What's up, guys?
How are we?
Good, man. You know, can't complain. Another crazy week in wrestling. A lot of stuff to really unpack, man. So, you know, some good, some bad, some really ugly, but I'm sure we'll get to it all.
I think in general we've had the best last 10 days in wrestling in a long time.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, every day was something different, and it was good. I enjoyed. We're busy now. The only day off we have Tuesdays, and
I'm still there.
yeah. Oh no, yeah, Tuesdays. Okay. We're gonna start with Adam Cole.
Yep. So Adam Cole had his last match at the Takeover.
Yeah.
And I knew they were going to pull off a very good match with the three different stipulations. We all knew with Cole's contract coming up that he was going to put Kyle O'Reilly over for that 2 out of 3. Now the question is, where is Adam Cole going to end up? We know Kyle O'Reilly now is battling for got called out on NXT for probably going to battle for the title with Samoa Joe. But Adam Cole, we don't know. Where do you guys think he's going to end up?
Jay, do you want to go?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, first of all, that match was pretty good. I don't think it was one of their better matches, though. I feel like the last 2 were probably better. This might be the worst out of the 3. I didn't quite get the handcuff thing. I thought the handcuff thing was kind of stupid.
I didn't like the ending. I didn't get it.
Yeah, you enjoyed it?
No, I didn't get the ending. Like,
so weird. It was
really weird. The handcuff was weird. I know they tried to do there to make Kyle O'Reilly look good with that he was still being handcuffed, still managed to pull off that submission. But I think they could have gone another way. It was kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah, because to me personally, Riley gets kicked 3 times and he's still there, and then he gives the submission and it's over. Like,
yeah,
crickets.
It's quite a bit, and rushed a bit, yeah. It seemed rushed. I don't know if that was actually planned because I don't know who produced. Do you guys have any idea who produced that match? No. Shawn Michaels or anybody?
No, I have no idea.
But I felt like they had a great match, a great sequence, a great pace to it, and like at the end it was a bit rushed with this whole handcuffs and submission. But overall, I like the match though. I would give it I could give it a 4, maybe 3.75 stars.
You're rough.
but
yet understandable when comparing to the other ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true.
And I don't like to give 6 stars, so 5 stars is the most. So
yeah, don't pull a David Meltzer here, okay? Leave it to him. He's 30 years in the business, or 40 years. He's done his thing, so leave him for the 6-7 stars or whatever.
Exactly, I completely agree. But where do you guys think he's going to end up? AEW on the main roster? What's up?
I say he's going to All Elite. There's too much for him there that he wouldn't go. And the chances of him going to the main roster and getting buried are very, very high.
I don't know. They really are high on him. Really, really high on him.
They were really, really high on Joe, and look where he is now.
But I don't know if Vince McMahon was ever high on Joe. And he's really high on Adam Cole. I don't think Samoa Joe's already older when he came in. He's not doesn't have that Vince McMahon guy feel.
Well, because Joe wasn't WWE made though.
Exactly.
Right?
Vince McMahon had that,
yeah. Vince McMahon made or didn't make Adam Cole. Adam Cole still was doing his thing with technically the majority of Undisputed Era in the indie scene. But technically he brought it up another, or I guess he feels he brought it up another level,
Yes, exactly. He put him into he brought him up to another level. That's in his head. We might not agree with Vince McMahon what he thinks in his head, but he thinks that Adam Cole came as an indie guy and he made him into a superstar.
But how much do we agree with what Vince says at this time?
Well, nowadays not much, but I still think that if the money and the insurance or the assurance, of title runs or something might leading the way. Can't forget that Adam Cole, his idols are Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and he loves absolutely in every podcast you hear him talk, absolutely loves working with them.
Go, Jay.
No, you already had the comments. I wasn't sure if you saw the comment or not. That's all I was alluding.
It's in front of me. Don't worry. Yeah.
So welcome, Casey. Next week on Raw, Adam Cole Bebe debuts with a sweet new mask. God, I hope not. Of course. Jesus. Oh, well, if he goes to the main roster for sure. We saw on Raw they did that with Karrion Kross. I know we're jumping, but whatever. But
I understand the how we worried, the worriness about what they will do with Adam Cole on the main roster. But I would rather you go to AEW. I'm just saying that it's starting to get stacked there too. So you're gonna have a problem finding him main event status there too. And I don't know. I just think he's
going straight to the top. He's going straight to the top though. Him, Kenny Omega. He's gonna be in that main event scene right away. For sure.
Before anybody else that they've signed, or meaning right before CM Punk, before Daniel Bryan, the rumors are he's going, before Malachi Black, before any of these guys, Adam Cole will be in the main event scene before any of these guys.
I would say so. Straight to the top, because without a shadow of a doubt, Adam Cole, Kenny Omega equals fire forever. You know what I mean? That's like, any fan would want to see that. I'm sure maybe not, first show he comes in, maybe not, hey, Kenny Omega, but I mean, I don't really see him. Unless maybe Daniel Bryan, maybe him and Daniel Bryan. If we see already Daniel Bryan come up, boom, hey, Adam Cole, DB, sure thing.
I see Bryan Danielson right away against Omega, right away as soon as coming in at Arthur Ashe Stadium, in that picture right away. I guess that's why Christian Cage right now is the guy in between, right? They're that's who they're throwing to Kenny Omega in between for him before he fights where he gets thrown Bryan Danielson in the mix in that title picture. That's what I think. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But if technically, like Justin said, his contract finishes at the end of the week. So, and he does have no compete clause, no nothing. So he could appear wherever he wants, whenever he wants after Friday, right?
He could appear on Rampage this Friday.
But wasn't he a free agent as of midnight, like Monday?
No, that's what they said, but apparently it's not. It's what I heard. What I heard is what Justin said also earlier.
Yeah, dirt sheets at least are reporting that as contract only ends actually on Friday, so they could very well still make some deal happen. I mean, look, if WWE really wants to keep Adam Cole, they're gonna have to throw the book at him. They're gonna have to say, hey, $3 million guarantee. You go to the main roster. Where do you want to go? They're gonna have to give him guaranteed price of money for him to even think about saying. Because sorry, go ahead.
Because what I heard, if he goes to the main roster, the ideas for him is to be in the IC title picture, not even the world title picture.
Yeah, I heard that too, but that's only rumors. I guess dirt sheets also. Yeah. I see him. I would put him right away. If I was booking, I would put him in the title picture, and I would probably put him on Raw because I don't want him going against Roman Reigns right now. So I'd probably put him on Raw. It would be easier for him and an easier route to the top. But we don't know. It's just speculation. I guess we'll have to, like I said, we'll have to wait and see because all we know is what we'd like to see him, and what's going to happen, we don't know.
Okay, I guess we have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll find out. For Adam Cole's sake, I mean, there's no reason why he shouldn't go to AEW.
Yeah.
He has his wife there or girlfriend there. All his buddies, all elite people are there. No reason. Yes, you maybe might get a little not the same salary as you maybe were in NXT, but at the end of the day, you're going to enjoy what you're doing. And that's really why a lot of people leave too, because like, you're not doing anything with anybody in the main roster. We saw with Karrion Kross. One, they jobbed him out to begin with. Keith Lee's whole story, him coming back, him losing. Clearly WWE doesn't know what they're doing, and they definitely don't really care about any NXT superstar. So Adam Cole's sake, I don't even care if they throw you the book of cash. Just bounce, bro. If you still care about being the best in the world and Adam Cole, baby, so.
But to be the best in the world, the most visibility across the world and all in more countries is definitely on the main roster. But I do understand that if you don't want to get ruined, we're all scared is the fact of ruining the and burying Adam Cole. We don't want that, but I don't know, they're really high on him. And from what I've read, Vince McMahon loves him. And when Vince McMahon loves somebody, he loved Drew McIntyre. He had to. And he brought him back, and he made him champion when I don't think Drew McIntyre could. The only exception is AJ Styles, but like you said, AJ Styles had some moments where we could say he was buried or not treated well, but he's still a many-time champion, and he's had his things. So there's, it's not all black and white. There's a lot of gray areas that we can talk about, but we don't have all day, so let's move on.
SummerSlam?
Yeah, let's go.
Roman and Cena. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, look, Brock coming out at the end was a nice little surprise, I guess. Vince definitely needs something after, the whole CM Punk thing. He also brought out Becky beforehand. The match itself was, decent enough. I'm glad Brock came out afterwards and didn't interfere in the match. I'm really sick of WWE, making it a thing where it becomes a no disqualification, a DQ rather. It was a good match. I mean, whatever. It's what I kind of expected, I guess.
Yeah.
We knew Cena was going to win because of that whole thing with, well, if I lose, I leave WWE, right? So
yeah, stipulation. You said, yeah.
The little stipulation there. But it still had me kind of wondering because we've had people say if they lose, they leave WWE and they come back, right?
Yeah.
So who knows? That doesn't necessarily mean it's a set in stone thing. But yeah, no, I thought it was an okay match. Whatever.
I thought it was actually a very good match. Probably for me the second best match of the night. I like the back and forth, the close finishes. I like the kicking outs of. I don't think he's the first Roman Reigns to kick out of 3 attitude adjustments, but I know there's not many. So I thought that was cool. There was close finishes. The crowd was into it. It wasn't that much of a
psychology
with a lot of wrestling psychology, yeah. But it was a lot of back and forth maneuvering, and I enjoyed it. I would give it a nice 3 stars on 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
I'd agree with
it. Exactly.
What takes 5 stars?
5 stars. Okada against Kenny Omega.
Man,
what's Edge and Seth for you?
Edge and Seth is probably a 3 1/4.
3 1/4.
Wait, sorry. Yes, this one I just gave 3, right? So this, 3 1/4, yeah. 3.5 max. I'd give 3.5. 3.5. To be, I can be generous and give 3.5. Because four stars. Okay, let me put you in context. What I think 4 stars is, because I think that's where we're lacking here. Is the 4 stars? I think 4 stars is the Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa matches.
Those are 5. Those are 5-star matches.
Those are 5-star matches. What do you give Walter and what's his face?
375. Because
where's my garbage? Where's my garbage? I'm gonna put your ratings in the poubelle. What is this? Jesus.
I'm harsh. I'm strict because I don't give 6 stars. So I can't give a 5-star to an Okada Omega match and then give a 4-star to a Dragunov Walter match.
But that Walter match was a 5 stars.
It was 475 if anything, yeah. But whatever, to each their own. It's subjective.
Yeah, of course. These are actually, this is the most personal opinion you can have of a match. Right? We're breaking it up into details that we give it a 5-star rating.
Everyone has their own taste of match, so
But
Yeah.
But the Cena, the storytelling of the Cena Roman Reigns was perfect. It's just that these type of wrestlers can't give me that emotion.
No, of course not.
They'll be missing a few things, like the spots or the bumps, the big bumps that I really like to see. But in everything else, it was there. So that's why I'm a bit harsh. But it's nothing to take away from this match. It was I was emotionally involved in the match, and every close finish got me off my seat. So
I enjoyed more the promos than the match, me personally.
Yeah, I mean, these are of course, they're mic skills. Both of them now are top promo guys. So that was obviously always fun, and that was the point, right? Because those two guys facing each other is not going to be what Edge, Roman, and Daniel Bryan was. You had Daniel Bryan taking care of that match. Edge too. Not the same caliber of match you're going to get. Seth and Edge, however, pretty freaking spot on. You had Seth Rollins pulling out all the stops. Edge coming out with the Brood thing. That was crazy.
With the what they call the Brood bat, they called it, right?
Well, that was on SmackDown, which was.
But that's why he came out with the song, with the theme song. But it was a bit, weird that they cut it halfway and then they put in his
Rated R,
his normal team song. But I did find it cool. I was a huge the Brood fan back in the day, so I found that cool. The match itself, with superplexes from the top rope, and everything, and that, like the spears that were close and that didn't finish with one of their finishes, that it finished with a choke, made it perfect for me in that match. The way it was going, the match.
Yeah, match of the night for me, for sure.
Yeah.
So I agree, 100%. 100%.
That's still the show. That 4-hour show.
Yeah, it was a lot of matches, right? So a lot of garbage too. But a lot of
matches. Highest grossing in pay-per-view, non-WrestleMania pay-per-view for WWE.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The highest grossing, highest numbers for a non-WrestleMania pay-per-view. I saw that yesterday. So that's why I think actually Roman Reigns even tweeted about it, saying that, talking about moving the needle, tweeted about that.
Okay, I want to talk.
That didn't age well at all.
No, it didn't. It didn't. After Rampage, no, it didn't.
I want to talk about Becky and Belair.
Okay, let's go.
Why do we bring out Carmella?
Yeah.
If Becky was coming, couldn't she just come right away?
Yeah, I don't know if they were wasting time there and she wasn't ready or something, but I agree that was weird, and she was completely useless for those 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. I don't know why they brought out Carmella.
That part was longer than the actual match.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the match was only 26 seconds. So,
we don't do well. Why do you do that to Belair? There's no reason to do that.
Well, yeah, the 26 seconds are absolutely no reason, but there was also no reason for the 6 seconds and or 9 seconds to beat Kofi Kingston. I think a squash of 2 minutes would have been okay.
See, but with Brock, I could understand it. Okay, Becky isn't Brock. If it was, you know what I mean? Like with Brock, it was still messed up. But whatever. Yeah. Okay, it's Brock Lesnar. He was a beast. He was beating everybody, no problem. Still hated it, but Brock I can understand. Huge beast, whatever. Even if Goldberg did it, whatever, that's Goldberg's whole career. You know what I mean? Spear and end the match. It's stupid, but whatever. It follows his storyline, you know? Mm-hmm. This didn't need to happen. Belair was supposed to be the strongest, the bestest, the greatest. I get it. Becky is huge, but it just didn't make any sense to do that squash like that, do that little cheap shot and thing. We now know she's going to turn heel.
Yeah, so that makes a bit more sense.
She wanted to be heel.
She wanted to be heel, which for me is stupid. I guess if you were, because that's it. So she apparently is going to go into a thing with Belair, and that's going to be a whole thing for a while. So cool, but you still didn't need to squash Belair there. If anything, 2-3 minutes, 4 minutes, make her win in a cheating fashion that every heel would do. I get it, cheap shots but not right away. It didn't make sense. To me, it was stupid.
The 26 seconds can't defend it. The 26 seconds you can't defend it because Belair, like you just said, and I hadn't thought about it that way, but she is supposed to be the baddest, the roughest, the strongest, the fastest. So yeah, the 26 seconds. But I'm always trying to put myself in, and this is very hard, to put myself inside Vince McMahon's head and think, oh, Becky's coming back. It's been a year. She's been gone. She's got to look strong. So she's going to be the fastest, the biggest. And that's his way of thinking. So I don't agree with it, but I would have liked it to be a longer match. Maybe give her 2 or 3 moves that Becky sells a bit, but not too much, comes back from, and then gives her, well, I was about to say below the belt, but it's women's wrestling, so it doesn't really, but like a cheap shot, something like she did, and then that would have been a bit better. But
even, like I was going to say, even if Becky wants to turn heel, are we the fans going to want her to be heel? We're still going to like her. So that's going to be another issue.
Yeah, but it depends how good of a heel she is.
No, but it doesn't even matter at this point. She's coming back. People who come back don't turn heel right away.
Oh, yeah. Especially if it's like her, yeah.
And that's it. And she's already really if anything, turn Bianca heel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Turn her heel. Yeah. She can do it, no problem. You're not going to – this is going to hurt everybody. It's going to hurt Becky because it's not going to work out. They're going to have to turn her face. This is going to make Bianca look weird and stupid because now everyone's going to hate Bianca for trying to be better than 100%. Becky as a top – you know what I mean? Like it just makes no sense. This is why I think this is a Vince thing. I really still don't think it's a Becky thing. Why would Becky give a rat's ass to turn heel or not? You know what I mean? Like your boyfriend, your husband, whatever, is already heel. So like, I don't know. I understand why she went to SmackDown for the kid, so one of them can take care of the baby. They're both going to be on the same road. That I got, whatever. But
yeah. No. You explained it pretty good enough for me to maybe change my mind that maybe wasn't the way to do it.
You were on that though. You were like, "Oh, I agree 100%."
I do.
But you don't clearly.
I still agree with making look Becky really strong. I still agree that that's the road to go. But I might have listened to you and I might have agreed that maybe already the 26 second I didn't pretty much agree, but maybe that this wasn't the road to take it right now. Maybe had like you said, a disqualification or something with a close rematch, something along those roads, maybe would have been best for business at this moment.
And there was a bunch of rumors, right? So there was a whole bunch of rumors going in. Sasha Banks and Bianca didn't show up for like 2 shows. We didn't even know if the match was going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, right? So we don't know why. For guys wondering, well, why did Becky come back? Sasha wasn't cleared to wrestle. Okay, this is what we're getting. Wasn't cleared to wrestle. She hasn't showed up to house shows in a hot minute for like the last 2 weeks. So she wasn't there. There was rumors she was there at SummerSlam, but she couldn't come out. And then it finally was mentioned that no, she wasn't actually there. She's not injured, but she's not cleared to wrestle. So there was rumors of COVID. There was rumors of pregnancy. There was rumors of Vince is angry at her for missing shows. She's an anti-vaxxer. That's kind of a thing that's been promoted on Twitter.
Sasha?
Yeah. So I don't know. We don't know yet. And no one knows. Everyone knows she's not cleared to wrestle. So it can very well be COVID because she's not injured. So it's still up in the air. Still don't know. So
that does it for Becky and Bianca.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're gonna have a program with each other in the next week. So this is far from over.
I think it should be over. The train passed. Move on.
If you finish,
who's she gonna move on to?
If you don't give Bianca a chance to to make that squash back, then you really buried her.
Okay, no, I'm talking about Sasha and Belair.
Oh, that we don't know, but we don't know.
Well, we don't know. Yeah, I don't know. She always seems to come back though.
That's what I mean. Let's move on.
I guess
we'll
we'll
busy
see
with Becky.
Yeah. I guess we'll see tomorrow if Sasha comes back. If not, but
Oh no, they're definitely going to do the program with Bianca and the man. That's definitely happening. For sure, no problem. Sasha's going to be on the side burner for a hot minute. That's kind of the reason why Becky came back, right? She was only supposed to come back for the draft.
October, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had heard also. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So they brought her back because Sasha wasn't going to be there. So Vince apparently called her up that day and said, "Hey, we're bringing you in. Let's go." So Sasha kind of messed up those plans, and I'm just I've been right when it happened. I was googling like, "What happened? What happened?" Trying to read the dirt sheets. No one knew anything. Next day comes up. Still, Sunday I check. No, nothing. Monday I'm like, "Oh my god, what is going on?" It's got to be something pretty serious, whether it's COVID or pregnancy, or I don't know.
Moving on to Takeover.
Yeah.
Walter versus Dragunov, which was a 5-star match.
It was a very, 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 very good match. And I told you guys, this next match coming up when we're kind of doing a little watch along on Messenger. Saying this next match for me, I'm all excited because I was all excited, and it delivered.
And it was long, but it was awesome.
Yeah. It was a bit long. Maybe I would have done it maybe 5 minutes shorter, but it was awesome. Yeah. And the fact that Dragunov has that type of body like George St. Pierre, where all these marks stay on him, right?
Yeah,
makes it so much better to see him after the match with all those marks on his body, and it gives a sense of realism to it that. Mm-hmm. Every time, what professional wrestling seeks all the time is a bit of realism, and every time they get close to it, it's amazing, and I loved it.
It was fine.
I loved it.
Go ahead.
Go for it. No, go.
No, I was just agreeing. It was basically I haven't seen a lot of Walter. I've seen maybe 3 or 4 matches. Yeah. Dragunov, never seen a match. So for me, Dragunov was completely new, and I was pleasantly surprised and fire. Match of the night for me, hands down.
Yeah.
Better than Nicole Riley?
Oh, 100%.
I wasn't too keen on that match, bro.
No,
like that. No. The first round,
maybe it was disappointing for you. Maybe because we expected so much from it. That could it be?
Well, no, because I knew Anhcor was leaving, so I already knew what the result was going to be. And then their first round wasn't that great. Schoolboy roll up, that was quick. Yeah. And the third round too wasn't that great. The second round was great. Fire.
Yeah, the street fight. Yeah. True. Yeah. I still find Dragunov definitely better than that, but I thought it was closer than maybe other people might think.
I thought the Grimes match was better.
Surprisingly, I enjoyed that match, and I'm not a big LA Knight fan.
Me neither. I'm a Grimes fan.
Yeah, I'm a Knight fan.
Oh, Jesus.
But Eli Drake, not to take away from Eli Drake, but I just, he's not my type of wrestler, right? His career up to now, he's worked his dues, he's paid his dues. I'm all for it, but he's not my type of wrestler. There's some moves that Cameron Grimes does that, like that crossbody that turns into a moonsault. I don't know what he calls. What do you call it? Anybody know what that calls? No. When he throws the guy into the ropes and does that crossbody, but it becomes like a moonsault crossbody and a slam.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
It's like every time I see it, I'm like, how does he do it? I try to rewind and to see it again, how he does it, and I still can't figure it out. So I love Cameron Grimes, but it was a good match, and I respect LA Knight for the wrestler. It's just not my type of wrestler. I like Cameron Grimes, but Walter Dragunov, give me that any night of the week, every night of the week, and I'll take it all in.
For sure.
Joe and Cross. Nah, I wasn't really into it, to be honest with you guys.
No, me neither.
Yeah, it was a good match, but it was no Cross versus Cole. You know what I mean? That match for me is fire. And Joe, I know, because I already know Joe could pull on a better match than he did. Finally, LA Drake has come back to take over. So I just find, I don't know, I feel like I didn't see the best of both wrestlers. I felt Joe could have done better, and I felt also Cross could have done better. But I also knew Cross was leaving to the main roster too.
I thought they were going to pull out a great match because knowing he was leaving and probably the only chance they have to get a good match in the ring, and they didn't pull it off. But really...
Okay, but what I don't understand is that they made Samoa Joe champion, but doesn't Vince want guys under 30 and 6'7" and weighs a muscle of 275? That's why I got confused.
Well, that's the thing, right? And that's what they're kind of doing also for the rebrand. They don't want any smaller guys. They want bigger guys. This could be for everything, WWE, right? But I mean, if you're going to go put a mask on your wrestler, who is a big guy and is what you want, looking like a sequel from Mad Max Fury Road, how do you want me to care for this individual? Like, why are you doing stuff like this to Dominic Dijakovic, Karrion Kross, what's her name? Mia Yim. Well, we know why she wasn't there for a while. She was taking care of Keith Lee. So kudos to her. That's awesome. Yeah. And I don't know. It's basically like Casey said there. It's just a transitional champion. Joe is gonna probably lose it sometime soon. I don't think Joe is gonna be the new face of NXT. He already was that like 6 years ago. He's kind of just there to help people, basically bring people over. Put people over. So I don't know. Just it could have been better. You should have just had the Walter match as the main event because nothing was going to top that.
That's what I was going to say right now. The words out of my mouth.
True that. If me as a wrestler were to come on after that match, the guys.
What was after that match?
Well, after the Walter match,
yeah,
it was the. I don't think. Let me see over my notes. No, there was Cross versus Joe was right. Yeah, no, the Cole match was in between both.
It was Walter, Cole, Joe.
Yeah. So okay, at least you didn't make that last match look horrible because you put another match that wasn't as good before. So okay.
Yeah.
Because definitely if Walter Dragunov would have been the pre-main event right away before Cross and Joe, then it would have made them look even worse than they did. So yeah, I give them that much.
Let me
say one thing. I just want to say one thing about the Cross and the mask and everything.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't want to have our listeners think I'm like trying to be the heel of this podcast, always being
too late. 3-star Joe.
But
you've done in the hill. It's done. It's set in stone.
But they want to sell figurines. Okay, let me. I saw this.
What does that have to do? What does a figurine have to do with a mask?
Okay, well, because then it's not only about the mask. It's about the whole suit with the X and the. Basically, what they're marketing a company, and I'm not defending this. I'm just what they're trying to do is they're marketing a company for kids when their main viewers are over 50.
Mm-hmm.
So they think they're still in the PG era where you're selling figurines to kids when majority of kids, like at least not in their teenage years, between 10 and 20, it's very hard that you'll find that demographic looking at WWE.
Okay, but right, when Cross was at NXT, he had the one, if not the best entrance in NXT.
Why do you think they took away Scarlett from him?
Why? Dude, explain to me why. Because without her, it doesn't work.
Well, maybe that's the story they're going to tell, though. Because right now, maybe they're going to play that he's lost. He doesn't know what he's doing. And then she's randomly going to come up and he's going to be all fixed up back together again. I still think I'm putting too much faith in WWE for trying to do that.
Way too much. You're doing way too much, Jay.
For sure.
But we all see the same thing, though. All see the same thing. So either we're all. I see the same thing as you, and I think Jonathan has mentioned this already to me before. So he obviously sees it also. So either we all have too much faith in Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon, or that's actually the way they're going to go.
I don't have no faith.
Because
no faith. Honestly,
right?
What's her name again?
Scarlett.
Scarlett. I guarantee you is going to end up losing to Eva Marie if she ever comes to the main roster. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, forget about it. They've done nothing to NXT talent. The last NXT talent they've used properly was Sasha, Belair, and that's it, really. Ember Moon and Charlotte.
Kevin Owens.
Okay, well, but they're after Kevin Owens, though.
But Kevin Owens. What's Kevin Owens doing now? What's Seth doing?
But whatever. He was champion, though.
Yeah.
He's been champion. He's
been IC champion. Friendship of Jericho there.
Okay,
that was all good.
He's relevant.
But to compare what Kevin is now and how he debuted, you cannot say it's the same.
Well, yeah, because you can't stay. You can't beat John Cena for the U.S. champion on your debut and keep that momentum forever. It's just
why not?
Of
course you could. Of course you could.
Kevin Owens is not in John Cena caliber, though. I'm a huge Kevin Owens fans, and I hate the fact that I'm saying that. But at least to Vince, Kevin Owens is
not yet.
Well, what Kevin Owens is to Joe, what Kevin Owens is to he thinks Vince thinks Kevin Owens is like another Joe, or they're too flip-de-doo. Anytime you're flip-de-doo, yeah, you're not gonna be main attraction. He put the belt on him, but that's as far as he's gonna go. I think for a hot minute.
And I think that was a lot of Triple H pushing in that too.
Probably, yeah. When Triple H had a say.
Back then, he had a bit more than he does now.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think Triple H has that weight that we.
Well, no, not anymore. No, because like we've seen everywhere. Apparently, that's who they blame for NXT. I don't think they lost the war, but they think they lost the war. So they think.
But that's what I understand. Okay, wait. How do you lose a war when you're saying there's no competition?
Yeah, but look,
they're never going to admit publicly it's competition.
But they said there was not competition. Vince said there's no competition. So how do you lose a war?
Because he'll never admit it publicly.
Come on.
He has too big of an ego to admit that publicly.
But look, no company admits that there's a war going on. Back when WWE and WCW were happening,
exactly,
it wasn't really considered a war per se. Then we did. The fans thought it was a war because we'd switch or whatever. Maybe it was considered a war when they mentioned Mankind was going to be champion. WCW thought it was a war. Yeah. Yes.
TK said it was a war. TK said it was a competition.
TK says it is. That's exactly what we're the same dynamic of before, right? This WCW says there's competition and AEW says there's competition, but on the WWE side, it's not a competition. But internally, in their meetings, in their boardrooms, in their brainstorming, it's definitely competition. No doubt about that.
For sure.
I'm getting very frustrated. Anyway.
Doesn't take much, huh? Doesn't take much.
No,
Let's move on.
We'll talk anyway. Jericho, MJF. Who wants to start?
Like we should. Like AEW has so many things that we could say great about them, but very rarely do we criticize them. And I think
what is it to criticize?
They're overdoing it. This one they're overdoing it.
Jericho and MJF.
Yeah. If you were gonna give, let me just finish this. If you were gonna give one more shot to Jericho, then you should have made him win one of those three previous matches.
But wait. Maybe MJF is actually going to win.
He is going to win.
He's definitely going to win.
He's definitely going to win. Jericho is leaving for a while, and
so you both are agreeing that we're not going to see Jericho for like.
Well, we're going to see him, but not in the ring.
Not in the ring.
He's done.
Yeah.
La champion est fini.
Well, like we've said before, there many things can happen. This is like soap operas. We never know. It could be written back in. But for now, Chris Jericho is leaving.
He's also leaving to tour. He has a whole project going on.
But he's staying on Rampage though on Fridays. On the commentating.
True. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He said that. He even said it during the promo.
Yeah, he did. He did.
You're
right.
He's gonna lose, but I'm just saying another time. So you're gonna make him lose 4 times in a row against MJF?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
The thing.
Go for it. No, go.
Well, no, I was just saying, look, but he won, right? He did the whole MJF tournament thing. He beat Nick Gage. He beat Wardlow. He beat, you know what I mean? So he beat all these people. So it's just kind of like the guy is done. You know what I mean? He's finished. He has no more in the tank. So, whatever. It is a bit overdone. I think they kind of ruined it. Blood and Guts should have been like finish of the storyline. To be honest with you, for me, I like their whole friendship thing, and then they hated each other and they were going to feud. But if anything, the Blood and Guts they should have done at the end. That should have been their femme fatale kind of thing, and feuds of all feuds. Because I just don't care anymore. I like when they both shit on each other, but I mean, I don't necessarily care for the match.
Exactly. As a segment on Dynamite, them like he just said, shooting the shit at each other. It's entertaining. I'm going for it, but in the match for something meaningful that gets me emotionally involved, I'm done.
That's it. So, I mean, I like seeing Jericho versus Juventud Guerrero. I thought that was kind of cool. It's kind of a botchy match, but it's still cool.
It's normal. Juventud hasn't been. We could say he has a bit of ring rust. You could say so. We'll forgive him that.
Well, he doesn't though. He still wrestles
like a lot, like frequently.
Like frequently, yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah. So it's just I guess maybe nerves from all the fans too, and all that, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Which is totally understandable.
No excuses.
We're hard over here. We're strict. We're severe.
Yeah, Mr. Three stars over there.
What happened? We can't hear you, Jonathan, no more.
One job. You put yourself on mute or what? Talk? Nope. No bueno.
There we go.
Nope. No bueno. So, ladies and gentlemen, John decided to become a mime. He's now going to be hand signaling his way through life here. We'll let John figure that out in that regard. But AEW essentially.
So that was MJF Jericho. Basically, that's what we came out through at Dynamite. Anything else interesting, really? Dynamite? Because for me, Dynamite wasn't the best this week. Like maybe one of the
CM Punk. So hold on, let's backtrack a bit. Okay. Rampage, CM Punk came. He started off the show. I believe we obviously talked about that on the SummerSlam. So now we see him on Dynamite. Comes in. He does his little spiel with Tony Schiavone. Why are you here? I'm here for the young guys, the Darbys of the world. Still can't hear you, bud. The Darbys of the world. And basically, he just wants to help the younger wrestlers. So one cool little thing that we got, he said his wife's real name, which is like
her government name, she says. Yeah.
No, I had no idea who he was talking to. I'm like, did he get a new wife? I'm like, I know of AJ Lee.
Come on now.
There we go.
We got you.
Hey. I don't know what happened. I swear to God.
So yeah, so he's
So and then of course the yes chance, right?
Yeah.
yes, that's it. Yeah.
Well, then you,
So
okay.
we're hearing echoes, by the way. Who has their laptop on or whatever have you? Their speaker, you're on a headset.
Yeah.
Mr. Kid Crazy, do you have I hear an echo for some reason. Am I the only
me
one?
too, I hear an echo.
Yeah, I don't hear it, so maybe it is me.
I don't know. Let's talk. No, we're good.
Okay.
Either
We're
way,
good?
better. I think we're better.
So,
So the yes chance, CM Punk says, listen, that's not my shtick, but be patient. He's coming soon.
yes, because he says I'm the best. I want to know if I'm still the best in the world, and everybody starts chanting yes, yes, and then he goes, that's not my shtick. You guys just gonna have to be a little bit more patient.
That's dope. What a way to say it.
Yeah, it was. Like, can't confirm it, but
He kind of confirmed it.
Well, right? He confirmed it.
He confirmed it.
He kind of.
Well, to say he's waiting a little bit.
Non-officially confirmed it. Yeah, we'll have to be a bit, like you said, we'll have to be a bit more patient.
Yeah. And
but that's it. From Dynamite, that's anything I got out of it was this.
Did you guys see CM Punk's post with his running shoes?
I just saw that recently. Yeah, so he had posted. By the way, there's another comment.
Sorry.
He had posted that I don't know, but his shoes, and it had DB on one of them for Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt on one of them.
Oh, that's
just a little teasing, but CM Punk's the king of trolling. He did it all. He did it all the last week before he premiered or debuted. The moment after when he was leaving, he embraced Tony Schiavone and laughed. You can tell Punk was loving meeting him, and I can't read the rest because
they never worked together before.
Yeah, he's never worked together before. Yeah, I mean, look, Punk seems relaxed. He seems fun. The fans were still chanting craziness on Rampage. Guinness Book of World Records even had posted a thing like, could this have been the loudest pop in the Guinness Book of World Records history? DB was in Rampage. BW was on Dynamite. Oh, on the shoes. Okay, so
I was like, did I miss something? I didn't see them.
I didn't notice that. That's some pretty good eyes there, Casey. Yeah.
Well, I just noticed it when we were starting the cast, so I know I didn't pay much attention to detail, but I think Rampage is going to be your debut show, like in terms of stars debuting, because you have 1 hour. You're not going to do a whole lot. You give that hour to the debut, a few matches here or there. Because Rampage went quick.
Yeah.
I think that's the feel they're gonna go for 1 hour. Yeah, that's it. It's like a good promo to cut off to start off the show. Then 1 or 2 matches here and there, and then one good main event. Hopefully.
So you guys like the hour thing? Do you find it worth your while? Do you think it's too little? Would you rather 2 hours? Would you rather 3 hours?
I could go for 2.
I mean, I kind of like it. I look, because you have Dark, you have Elevation. Yes, they're not on cable, but they do that for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I think it's good because Rampage for them, I feel like, is going to be their continue, like little extra to continue the storyline, but nothing crazy. Let's showcase you a match here, but we don't necessarily need a huge storyline to really make it a thing. Let's just give you a little extra salt to what might happen on Dynamite. Unless it's their little practice show to show, hey, TBS, look at our rating. We did 1 million viewers on a Rampage show for only an hour.
1.1.
10 o'clock slot.
On a 10 o'clock slot. So, granted, a lot of hype for CM Punk. Yeah. So we'll see how this week does. But as long as Daniel Bryan is still... Sorry?
I was honestly expecting a bit more on the ratings wise. Maybe I thought maybe 1.4 you were going to maybe 1.3, maybe 1.4 is a bit too much. But I thought the hype of CM Punk really was in Chicago. Basically, we've heard it everywhere. We heard it on Fox baseball programming. We heard it on
some
on
MMA show.
MMA show. So I really thought like they were gonna. Not to say that 1.16 is bad because it's not at all for a 10 o'clock Friday night slot.
1.2.
Either way, semantics.
Yes.
And Dynamite had 1.1.
No, but that's amazing, especially for Friday. What did SmackDown do? I think SmackDown did like
2.08.
Oh,
this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Raw
went
did
ham.
1.8.
But it followed, right? There was NFL preseason games right before.
Yeah.
So there might be a carryover there. But still, the SmackDown's been around the 2 million on network television.
I think SmackDown is doing really good on Fox.
Well, not really good because it's network television. It's like free for everybody in the United States.
But for you to still do 2.1, you can't say it's doing bad.
Yeah, they could easily switch the channel.
Yeah, it's not doing bad.
They're doing a lot more with SmackDown, though, okay, than they are with Raw.
And the show is better. SmackDown is better.
100%.
The show is better, but they're also doing things like the Rolling Loud. They're trying new things. They have the better wrestlers now. And aside from Becky and Brock being there, they just have, I feel like, a fuller roster than Raw. You know, Raw is really just what? We have McIntyre, we have Goldberg, we have Lashley, we randomly have Bliss doing something, we have Eva Marie and Doudrop doing something, and then that's it. And then we randomly see Shayna, and then the 24/7 championship.
So
basically what we got, yeah.
So is Raw still like the flagship show, or is it more SmackDown? Because the way it looks like SmackDown is the main show.
They'll never say it, but SmackDown is the main show. It's on network television. Even if Raw is 3 hours, it's still on network television, on cable television, and not network television. So
that's a valid point. We should mention that because my good friend Casey over here, he like a schmuck has Sling TV over in the US. It's kind of like YouTube TV.
Oh, okay.
But it's a different form. And he has that, but the problem is they don't carry Fox. So he never watches SmackDown. So he's really missing out. Really missing out. But that's what happens when you're a cheap son of a bitch.
But yeah, if I didn't know that people didn't have access to Fox. So
No, I mean, look, that's it. Sling TV is like a new thing.
Yeah. All right. So that was SmackDown.
Do you have anything, guys?
I think we covered pretty much everything. I just want to. We might have touched it before, but quick on the drip and Miz.
I
was thrilled.
I've been wanting John Morrison to turn face and separate from Miz for a while now. I think Moist TV is actually fucking cute. It's funny, and I think they could have a good if John Morrison can be a good face. I think this can be a good rivalry.
It should be.
Because we know Miz can be a very good heel, and he will do his job in this. I have faith in John Morrison. He's been showing some signs of being funny, of being comedic, but also being very athletic and having very athletic moves in the ring. So maybe I don't know. I want him to do good so much. I really like John Morrison. I did since his first run, and the people that have been friends with me a long time, even though that, and I'll admit this, I was totally wrong. But originally, I thought The Miz was going to be the Marty Jannetty of Miz and Morrison. I was totally wrong. The Miz have a great career, but I always like John Morrison. I want to see him coming into WWE when he's been a champion everywhere else, and at least given something credible and something concrete for him type of run. Doesn't need to be a title run or a world championship title run, but some type of run, maybe beat Miz in a good rivalry and then go for a intercontinental title or US title. That's my wishes for Mr. Drip Drip.
Yeah, I mean, my whole problem with this is they waited too long to do it.
Yeah,
I was expecting this before WrestleMania. I was expecting this like at Royal Rumble.
Totally agree.
I was wanting it to be at Mania and them face each other. It was just going to be so badass kind of thing.
Yeah, it would have been.
It's just I whatever. I'll still watch it, but
But I understand totally, and I agree totally, because ever since he came back and right away they put him in this program with The Miz being a partner, I go, that's where they probably are looking forward or looking to this rivalry, but I think they took a bit too long for it.
Just give me a second. Keep talking. I'm just going to put my camera off. I need to help my mom with something. Give me a second, okay? But keep talking.
And but a quick mention, maybe Charlotte Flair in that match, in that triple threat match, and that's why she's, in my opinion, the GOAT. But that corkscrew moonsault from the top rope to the floor was insane. No other woman can do that.
No.
We're used to seeing her do the plain moonsault off the top rope to the floor. Right. And now she did a corkscrew moonsault. This girl is amazing.
Is that 5 stars?
Well, it's a 5-star move. Yeah, it is.
We got one.
It's a 5-star move. It definitely is a 5-star move. The match wasn't a 5-star match, but it was a 5-star move. Yeah,
you're talking about the match at SummerSlam.
Yeah, the triple threat. Okay. When she went to Nikki, almost superhero, and Rhea Ripley were on the floor, she did the corkscrew, meaning that she was back. She did the moonsault, but then by turning sideways. It's like insane. This girl's nobody can touch her. Not even close. And she's 12-time champion now?
I lost count.
Yeah, it's 12th time now.
Okay, but is it 12? Is it 12 with the NXT titles?
Yeah, counting. No, sorry, not counting NXT. Counting Divas champion, SmackDown, and Raw.
So she's what? She's like 14 then.
So I don't know if she's 2-time NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah, she's 2-time.
Okay, so then it would be 14. Yes.
So technically, she's missing 3 title runs
to be the highest reigned.
And she's what, 32, 33?
Well, I'm not sure about her age, but I'm sure early 30s. Yeah, it would make sense.
So she's gonna beat it.
Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna beat it. She's definitely gonna beat it. She's going to be the best women and men champion of all time.
By 2023, she's going to be like 18-time champion, the way they work.
Well, because she has a lot of short-term title reigns, But whatever. Her father also had a lot of short-term title reigns, so that doesn't really mean anything. But she's going to beat her father's record, guaranteed. Will she beat it before John Cena? I don't know.
That's the question. That's the $1 million question.
And Triple H too, huh? Can't forget Triple H. He's 15-time champion.
Yeah, but he didn't. I don't think so.
He's 2 behind. 2 behind one behind to tie and 2 behind to pass.
She'll never catch our truth.
That's true. That's crazy true. What is he, like 365 time, 24/7, 365 champion? Nice, you won't catch it. Yeah, so that was this sick 10 days in wrestling. What else? Maybe I got something. The Usos, or are they gonna get back thrown into the family, the bloodline? I guess they're calling it the bloodline. Now that they beat
Are you finish what you're gonna say? I was gonna ask you something.
No, I was just saying. Now that they beat these guys and kept their championships, are they going to be thrown back into the Roman Reigns storyline, or?
I think now it's gonna be a mixture with Brock. I think they're gonna try and do something with Brock there, or because the
Brock involved. No, you don't need Usos involved.
No, what I'm saying is that Roman's gonna be busy with Brock because
So maybe kept them aside. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Not that thing to be basically to be like, what's Paul gonna do with Roman?
Well, yeah, people want to know, Paul, where's he gonna go? So that's why everybody's gonna watch SmackDown.
That, my friends, can be a very good storyline.
Yeah, if you saw Paul Heyman's face when Brock Lesnar showed up, he was very surprised. He played his role perfectly.
It did even start, and I'm already interested.
Yeah. No, very good. Yeah.
Are you planning to watch the NWA pay-per-view this weekend?
I don't think so.
No.
Honestly,
I follow a lot of wrestling, but NEW, I have no idea.
The results,
and
then if there's anything that seems interesting, I'll go check it out.
Well, because it's a two-night thing.
Okay, yeah, but isn't there a women's?
Saturday's Empowered.
And there's the women,
and then there's NWA 73, and Empowered is produced by Mickey James. I'm actually interested to see.
Yeah, and I think Ric Flair is gonna be involved on Sunday.
Yeah, and there he is, the man of the hour.
So
you missed.
I was just telling Jonathan about maybe a special mention we should deserve to give to Charlotte for that. I don't know if you saw that corkscrew moonsault from the top rope.
It's certainly better than our regular moonsault. I freaking hate her moonsault. Jesus!
I think we've seen that moonsault so many times. So yeah, maybe her switching her up. I was like, I was eating some chips and like my mouth stayed open and the chips were just falling.
I didn't need this visual. You with crumbs in your mouth and your not a great visual.
Before we leave, you know. I was super I super popped when I saw that corkscrew moonsault and landed perfectly and like nobody got hurt. Like props to Charlotte, the GOAT, in my opinion.
Justin, are you planning to watch NWA?
It's when? It's the 28th, right? Or something?
It's Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday, from what I hear.
Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, Saturday is Empowered, which is an all-women pay-per-view, and then Sunday it's NWA 73.
Oh, snap. I thought it was one of the same.
No.
I don't know. It's a lot of wrestling. We'll see.
Isn't it great?
Done. Done. Just give me AEW and NXT. Well, I don't know with this rebranding of NXT. We'll see what happens. But
SmackDown, Rampage, and maybe a quick 1 hour. I might start watching Raw and TVA Sport just so it's 1 hour instead of 3. And,
they kind of do like a recap of everything.
Yeah, they only bought the rights for 1 hour, so they do a recap in 1 hour, but in French.
Nice. Yeah, I could do that. I could really do that. The way Raw is right now.
Instead of watching it at work, I leave it on at work while I'm doing my stuff. But like, there's not one time that I'm like, I hear something and I'm like, really interested. Nah, then I might. So, whatever.
Push come to shove, just look at the Twitter highlights or whatever. It'll give you everything. There's a bunch of people who do like little recaps. You can get it an hour after.
What's the BR website?
Report?
Yes,
Bleacher Report.
Yeah, Bleacher Report does a good match results.
Mm-hmm.
And with an hour,
you have to read. Boo.
But yeah, we have to read. Yeah. All right, guys, this was fun today for a good first 3 guys together. I enjoyed it. I hope our listeners enjoyed it too.
Who's bringing us home?
JLB. Without me calling him JBL. Let's do this.
Bring us home, buddy.
So look, that's pretty much it. A very exciting week in wrestling, guys. We still got Rampage and SmackDown to add to it. lots to check out. Will we finally see Daniel Bryan appear? Will we see Adam Cole appear? Will he sign with WWE? So much to tell. What happened with Sasha Banks? How is Becky Lynch going to do heel? There is so much that we still need to know, and that's why you guys have to check out our next recap next week, as hopefully we have some answers for you. And if we don't, we're just going to make shit up. And there will be a bunch of dirt sheet reports that will help us along the way. Yeah, there's just so much. Needless to say, that's why we're doing this podcast again, because wrestling is at least exciting. We no longer have to do just Raw and just SmackDown. AEW has certainly made it exciting. NWA has made it exciting. So, with that said, thank you guys for listening, and we will certainly catch you next time for another recap. I think we might technically have another recap, and then of course we'll have the all-out recap for you, preview recap for you, and it should be a good time. So, Wrestling Talk Nation, until next time, on behalf of my good friend Jonathan or Big Red and Kid Crazy, I am JLB. Ciao for
Peace
now.
out.